stevia sweetened soda. I bought him thinking, oh, you know, I want a soda, but I don't want to. Dude, it tastes like the pink stuff, dude. It tastes like Pepto.
Yeah,
Shout out to Zevia. If you have a stomach ache, this is this is a good soda to get. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Hey everybody!
Hey.
Welcome back to the Chorizo Bros. This is Joseph back at it again. Thanks for having patience with us. It's been a little bit since we were able to do an episode for you. Taking some time for the holidays, spend time with the family, all that whole thing. But guess what? It's a brand new year, and we are ready to talk about some cool shit. We had to come in strong with this one, guys. Today, we're talking about Conan. A focus on the movie, the 1982 movie. We're going to be talking about Conan kind of in general overall.
Yeah, I think it's just an all-around.
We're just going to talk about Conan the Barbarian, dude. So yeah, I got Ari back at it. I got Brandon back at it. So we're here to do it, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump in on it. Do you guys want to do like a review of the movie, or should we just start with a discussion?
We can do a review of the movie if you want.
Yeah, I'll start.
For me, probably like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Not saying it's, again, not saying it's like shitty. A lot of people look at that rating and think like, oh man, that's a bad rating. No, it's a good rating. But
yeah, 3.5 is a good rating. For
yeah, it's a good movie. It's not super badass. It's not super shitty. It's a really, really good, solid movie. It's got everything you want as in like teenage male that you would want in a movie. It's got badassness. It's got barbarism. What's the word? Barbarism. Yeah.
Barbarianism.
Barbarianism.
Barbtism.
No, I mean, it's got a cool villain in it. It's got a cool story. It's easy to follow.
It's got a fucking awesome villain in this.
Yeah, it's got one of the best villains.
He's probably my favorite
part of this movie.
I love it.
Yeah,
what's up?
Have in a movie, but yeah, I mean, it's not like an Oscar-worthy movie that makes it like a 4 out of 5.
No,
or a 5 out of 5. It's not. I mean, it's like the best 3.5. It's entertaining as hell. When I was a kid, I was entertained by it. As an adult, I was entertained by it. It's legit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brandon, what you got?
3.5. I would say there's a lot of great scenes. Actually, for 19, I was watching part of it with my parents, and they're like cutting off the head of the snake. Some really good special effects.
Yeah, for 1982?
Yeah, for the time, there was some parts that were great special effects. Other parts that the choreography for the fight scenes were like the sword's just going between this guy's hands and then he's dead. But other parts, they clean cut a head off like nothing, and it looks great. So overall, badass movie.
Super
it
badass.
set the way for I think for making fantasy movies like this badass. It's taking it away from the nerd aspect of people thinking...
Yes.
Honestly, led the way for things like Lord of the Rings, where you cut a orc's head off and it isn't like, oh, that's, it's nerdy. It's entertaining. It's badass. Things like that.
Sure, you can make something nerdy
Conan
badass.
really set the way for making... introducing fantasy. And just talking about the movie, I think it does a really good job. Arnold is amazing. He is... busting out those lats.
That's his role.
Everything.
That's his
every
role.
scene that he's like just silently has the sword, just flexing with it. I mean, it is like one of his breakout roles too.
I think the only thing he did before this was pumping iron.
Yeah.
So he was known for being a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
That's like his first Hollywood breakout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, I'm probably going to land where you guys are. I think we're all going to agree on this. I think it's, for what it is just very entertaining and fun, and it doesn't need to be more than that.
Exactly.
We don't need to look at this and examine it too much. It's like
they weren't trying to make the best picture.
It's got bombastic music. It's got a cool looking villain. It's got Arnie doing what he does best, not speaking English that well.
It's got hot women.
The fight choreography I wish was a little bit better. That would have brought it up to a solid 4 for me if the choreography was just a little bit.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff was just a little silly, but fuck it. I'm here for it. When he punches that fucking camel, dude.
I always forget that's in the Barbarian or the Destroyer.
No, in the Destroyer, he comments on it. They ride by the camel, and he's like, hey, sorry about that.
Oh,
and
that's
the camel
right.
spits on him, yeah. So, it's fun, but it's not going to change the world. It did change the landscape of movies, and that's why this is getting a pretty decent rating.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
I mean, it's a solid movie. It's a good movie.
Let's get into it, guys. We got our rating. Everybody feels positively towards it.
Okay. How about outside?
Wait. That's on the
of,
Barbarian. Do you want to rate the Destroyer?
He didn't see it.
Well, let's just talk about Conan in general, since we're kind of touching that.
Yeah. We can jump back to the Destroyer in a little bit.
How about you, Joseph? Let's start back with you, since you've collected
Clearly
a lot of these.
Into it. I kind of wanted to start with a couple of things. So each of us, this is like one of those instances where each of us like brought something to the table, literally and figuratively. We all like did a little bit more than we normally do for these, where it's like, well, there's not really any rules to this one. We're going to look at some short stories. We're going to watch the movies. We're going to look at the comic books. So we all read different stuff. The movies, oh crap, I didn't bring them in here.
Yeah, Conan
like, we got the library.
They're here, though, yeah, from the San Antonio Public Library.
Yeah, shout out the library. We got the Blu-rays from there. But yeah, so one thing I kind of wanted to do to start it off, because we got to shout out our creator of Conan, Robert E. Howard.
Robert Howard.
So I wanted to showcase, for those of us that haven't read his like version of this, I wanted to read out a couple of the action scenes. Say what you will about him with the sexism and the racism and all that stuff. For its time, he invented this in 1932.
Yeah.
Conan has been around 90-something years.
Yeah. Are these like 1930 stories?
These are Robert E. Howard stories.
Wow.
Yeah, so, there's the timing.
Dated.
It peeks through sometimes. He says some wild shit. But let me read a couple of things where I was like, my God. I think I texted you guys. I was like, Conan's badass, dude. I fucking love this.
He's super badass.
Yeah.
So, he's fighting a guy named Grommel. Grommel, he spat, his eyes blazing in amazement, as the shattered helmet disclosed the shattered head. Then the rest of the pack were upon him. A dagger point raked along his ribs between breastplate and backplate. A sword edge flashed before his eyes. He flung aside the dagger wielder with his left arm and smashed his broken hilt like a cestus into the swordsman's temple. The man's brains spattered in his face.
Yes.
This is a fucking badass, dude.
1932.
And that's how all his action scenes are like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, talking about how he fights like he's got corded muscle like a panther, and like, this is a badass. This is somebody who, when you do that hypothetical thing where you're like, who's your zombie apocalypse crew, your fictional, who's your team? You go, oh, John McClane or whoever. Dude, Conan's got to be on that team, dude. You got it, dude. Conan will fucking wreck shop in the fucking apocalypse.
Honestly,
he always finds a way.
Several versions of Arnold are honestly going to be
pretty much
on
any
the
Arnold.
list. Yeah.
So that's a showcase of the action ability. Some of it is like, it goes a little bit into the world building, and that stuff is really heavy, and you kind of have to pay attention to what lands he's talking about, what people he's talking about. But the action scenes are like 5 out of 5. I was reading these, like, I'm hearing like swords clang when I'm reading. I'm like, this shit's badass. So that's a good place to start. This dude knows what the fuck he's doing when it comes to action. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So, and Robert E. Howard invented several characters. Several, like, I can't even name them all here. I've got Solomon Kane over there. That's a popular one. I've got, I don't think I own any of this stuff, but some of the other ones. Do you have any of them written down there?
Just some of the villains, like Thrall.
Yeah.
I think Thrall is one of them. Hold on.
So, as far as heroes and like main characters, he did Solomon Kane, of course. Red Sonja.
Call of Atlantis. He did it.
Call of Atlantis is his.
Call of Atlantis. Yeah.
He did a character called Bran MacMorn, the King of the Picts, which is kind of cool. El Barak, who was like a Texas gunfighter that did adventures in the Middle East.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
his name was El Barak.
El Barak, which means it means something. Man, I forgot what the fucking.
It means the Barak.
That means the president.
No. God, it's something. It means something. We're gonna edit that out because I don't remember what the fuck Barack stands for. Because you had me thinking Barack Obama. That's exactly what I was like, president? It means Obama. I don't know. So yeah, he has a lot of pretty cool characters.
What do you guys think makes Conan so popular? Why are we discussing Conan right now?
Almost 100 years later.
For me, I think that it appeals to like that badass. Yes, it is outdated, but some of it is still like appealing, like the sexual appeal of him laying waste to his enemies and then having any woman that he wants.
There you
and
go.
there's
The
It's a power fantasy.
yeah, it's like this power fantasy. He's like the primal warrior, and he's not like a tyrant. He's just this like slayer.
That's one of the pillars he was raised on.
Yeah, but has women.
That's one of the pillars he was raised on too.
Feet. There's so many posters and covers of his
Just
of the
sexuality.
comics,
Right.
and yes, that there's look at that one right there. It's just he's literally
Showered with
ready
women.
to
Yeah.
do battle with like nothing. He's pretty much no armor almost any time that you see him.
Yeah, he's like an archetype. That's what it is. You know, people in real life, like Alan Moore. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Mildly.
He's like the guy that wrote Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he
No, I know
like
what you're
claimed
talking
that
about,
he's a magician or something.
Sure.
So he's like the wizard archetype. So like even like real life people are kind of like this. Some of them like fill in those roles. You know, the not swindler, or like I was thinking more like rogue, like a rogue. This is like very like D&D ish. And the barbarian is like it's like the thing that most of us can't be. Most of us can't be this.
Well, you want to be it.
You want to be it bad, because he's primal, but he's not stupid. This is also an intelligent character. Like in the movie they don't make him look that smart.
No.
But the character of Conan is very smart.
Well, they show him reading. They show him reading and learning poetry and stuff like that for a very brief amount of time in the movie.
Sure. I mean, at the end of the day, he's an action. He's about action.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is an intelligent character, and I think to have somebody that kind of can do all of it, who can be a hunter, who can be a pirate, who can be a king, who can be a thief, that's kind of the appeal. I think it speaks to something in us that's like, yeah, I want to be the guy that controls the room when he walks into it.
I literally wrote down all three. I put wish fulfillment, alpha male, freedom is like what makes him so popular.
Yeah.
Like those are the three. Like
He embodies
I think
that.
we just like hit all three of those themes pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
alpha male, obviously.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Wish fulfillment. He pretty much can do whatever he wants, and he gets whatever he wants at the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
And then freedom. Like he basically earned it. That's another discussion point I'm going to get to with the movie. Is like
Yeah.
his freedom. How does he necessarily get it? Do you guys think Conan is a hero, anti-hero, or just a survivor?
He's a anti-hero.
He's all.
Interesting.
He's all.
I didn't really have an opinion on it because I was like, man, you can make an argument for all three of those. Like, but what would he be classified as? Like, you just brought up the Watchmen. Is he like Rorschach, where he's like a total like anti-hero? He's just out there looking for adventure and just trying to do good.
Well,
Is he always the protagonist?
Well, he's not good.
Well, no,
Is he
that's
always the
That's
protagonist?
where I think
he's always
he
the protagonist.
is-
Yeah.
But we're
But
led
I
to
think
believe he's
he
always
is-
protagonist because of the way he's written.
Yeah,
and
but
the way
I
he's
think
portrayed.
he's an anti-hero because
Oh, you mean
because he
third party,
is
like,
in
is he?
this time. It is literally, I don't know. I feel like it's set in a time or in this fantasy that he's a conqueror at the same time. He becomes
supposed to be a king.
because
He's supposed to be a king.
because like he's conquering. So people suffer for him to get to certain places. There's he beheads a lot of bad guys, but there's definitely other things that, I don't know. I don't think that he's a straight hero.
Yeah,
I don't really have an answer.
I don't think anybody could argue that he.
I don't really have any answer on it because
The
all
thing
three are
is,
true. Like,
What's
he is a
cool
survivor.
about the fact that he didn't write novels of Conan. Howard, the guy that wrote the original Conan stories, published all of this in a magazine called Weird Tales.
Weird Tales. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of designed to be like it wasn't an ongoing story necessarily. You could kind of pick up any of them and be like, okay, this is just a Conan adventure.
It's like a snippet. It's supposed to be snippets in comics, right?
Sure. Yeah. So they were supposed to be just little self-contained stories. So he might start a story off where he's got to steal a jewel. He might start a story off where he's, surviving a pirate, fight, and then it just goes from there. And then he's got to, get shipwrecked, and then has to keep going.
He's a thief, and he
incapacitates
incapacitates or kills
everything.
Yeah, and he kills guards at some point. That's not necessarily a good guy. That's good.
Well, the thing is,
he's like
part of the appeal of it, like we said before, is that not only is he's not really gloomy. there are shots of him looking like he's brooding, but he's not a gloomy character. He's having fun. He's he's like getting women to sit in his lap, and he's like having some wine. He's eating and eating the whole ass turkey leg.
He's getting drunk like half the time.
Yeah. This is a party for him, you know. So that's part of the appeal. Also, it's like being able to survive at the skin of your teeth, but then to not let it like Conan's not the motherfucker that's gonna get PTSD. Also, Conan's gonna be like, let's fucking go again.
Let's keep going again.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like they talk about him believing, at least in the movie, I don't know if that's in
Prom?
no, like Valhalla.
Yeah. That's another thing of his world, yeah.
Yeah, so he talks about that Valhalla, and then what is it, Vela? Valeria. She comes back as Valkyrie later on.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but he is already living everyone's dream of being at Valhalla. He is endlessly in battle and has all the women he wants. He's literally
where do you go from there?
I think that's what's another appeal for why he's so popular. He's living the life of the Vikings in the promise, like Valhalla.
Well, sure. If you were a Viking,
well, for him.
So what does it speak to? What does it speak to us as modern, people? Like I'm ready. Like I heard they were gonna do like a Conan 3 or whatever, he's like contemplating, and he's like, it's old Arnie, like as Conan.
So King Conan should have come out like a bunch of times.
Yeah,
and they just haven't done it.
And I'm like, every time I hear they're going to do it.
That I have is of King Conan, of him
this one?
As an older Conan, and reliving, like some like dark magician comes and like makes him relive all his previous battles.
I mean, if you watch End of Conan the Destroyer, they tease it like.
Oh yeah,
they definitely say there's going to be. If I read it correctly, in '87 they kind of greenlighted a third Conan to go on board. They just didn't do it. It just never happened. It just kept getting greenlighted, even to the point I think.
Well,
in
I think it had something to do with
2005,
how the Destroyer ended up. That probably had.
We're gonna
a lot
get with
to
it,
do
but
with it.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Destroyer. Like it's.
Oh man, we're gonna have to disagree on some of this. Then.
It's good, but it's like.
We'll get
there.
I would almost rather watch that one than the first one.
I can't. No, I just can't.
I said almost.
Like I said, I had
gun to the head. I'm gonna watch Barbarian, but
yeah.
There's something about the Destroyer that I think the choreography is a lot better. Some of the fights are more interesting to watch.
It's more fantasy.
Like Olivia Diablo.
I had seen it so many times.
You know.
We all do.
I had seen that one. I had told you the second one so many times, and I think
Wilton, Grace Jones.
Yeah, but it was much more fantasy. It's like there was
it was purposely meant to be a fun movie.
It's like, more like it's less violent. It's less.
Put it like this:
it's not as dark and edgy. It lost edge, is what it is.
Well, they purposely did that. So
yeah, of course, because they wanted to appeal to more
the Barbarian.
Audience.
The Barbarian's rated R. Conan the Destroyer is rated PG, because Conan the Barbarian is like very plot
Well, this
building.
is before PG-13 was a thing.
Yeah, so PG you could have people die still. You could still have...
This would have been PG-13.
Ooh.
In today's standards, it would have been PG-13.
It was
because of like the witch sex scene in the beginning, sort of.
Oh no, the first one.
I mean, there is like blood and stuff. They don't do that in PG anymore. That was in the
first one.
There was no blood in the second one.
Yeah, there is. It's not just.
It's
just
very
not a
minimal,
lot.
dude.
No, it's minimal. Yeah, but it's in there
compared to the first one, where like you see his mom getting beheaded,
automatically
you see Thulsa Doom getting beheaded. Like compared to the first one, like
right, it's definitely toned down and not as edgy. But I'm saying it's not PG in the way we would call PG now.
Okay, okay, I get it. Okay.
It's
that
like there wasn't that in between. They decided that PG-13 was
old school movies, and you rewatch them, and it says PG, and I'm like, what the?
Yeah, how did that pass?
Yeah.
So that's
True.
why. So in your head, you're thinking, oh, it's like super toned down by
Poltergeist is a
that.
PG movie.
Probably, yeah.
No, it is. Poltergeist is a rated PG movie.
Probably,
it's scary as shit.
If it came out today,
scary as shit.
Wasn't it like smoking a joint at one point in the movie?
Oh, yeah. We should do Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist would be great.
So another.
Well, that's kind of my opinion on the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Kind of a prelude. I'm not really
again, this is going to be more of a focus on the first movie at least. Unless you got any more notes from the Destroyer that you want to just lay out for us real fast.
Not anything off the top of the head, but like no, the rest of the stuff I was going to talk about leads into the Barbarian, the first movie, but pretty much the Riddle of Steel. And I got some questions on the first movie if you all want to go into it. But yeah, the Riddle of Steel, man, like that's what the first movie is basically thematic on, right?
Remind the audience what that is.
So when Conan,
and me too, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Right
at
on.
this point.
So in the beginning of the
Riddle
movie,
of Steel.
That's what his dad tells him, and then he tells that to James Earl Jones later, and he's like, "Ah, boy, you know about it."
Yeah.
And he says that first at the beginning that he's like,
"Oh, don't trust man, don't trust beast, trust this." The steel,
yeah,
is that the Riddle of Steel?
But James Earl Jones was like, the steel was
he's like
what
the opposite of steel.
He was looking for earlier was like the steel, and that's what he thought would conquer people. But then later on, it's like the flesh, and he has all these people.
He's like, no, it's people at my beck and call. That's the power.
Yeah, exactly. It's more powerful.
So what's the question?
So like, the Riddle of Steel, right? What's stronger, flesh or steel? We kind of just went over that a little bit, right?
Conan, what philosophy do we each personally think?
Like, so the Riddle of Steel, what is stronger, flesh or steel? When Conan, the kid in the beginning of the Barbarian, talks to his dad tells him that steel is stronger because it's trustworthy, it represents self-reliance, strength, mind through discipline and struggle, right? When you come to learn of Thulsa Doom in his presence, just like Brandon alluded to earlier, he's the opposite. He tells you that flesh is more powerful than steel because you can control the mind, the wielders of steel.
What good is a sword if there's no flesh to handle it?
Exactly, right? Then you get to Conan's view, and it's not necessarily said, but it's kind of implied that he has like an implication that both
he finds
flesh
like
and he finds like a middle ground. It's your willpower that is the ultimate strength when it comes to flesh and steel. Like what I write down, a strong will makes flesh stronger and gives steel its purpose, making will superior to both. So like, and you see that throughout the movie in Conan the Barbarian. Like he definitely finds that middle ground where the sword is not necessarily dictating him, whereas Thulsa Doom, he's more of a manipulator. Conan finds kind of a middle ground to where he can control his steel to go conquer Thulsa Doom.
I thought there was going to be maybe a spiritual aspect to this also, because there is a resurrection scene in this.
There's definitely the resurrection scene. There's definitely the snake arrow that is beyond badass.
When the James Earl Jones in this fucking movie, when they first fucking bust him out, when he takes his helmet off and he looks like Rick James in this fucking with the long hair, and then he gives the look. He literally gives like such a hilarious look. I love the movie, but he's just looking at Conan's mother, and she's protecting him with a sword, and he's like, come this way, and then he just does this a slick turnaround, chops her head off, and the whole while doesn't say anything, but this fucking wig is speaking volume.
He's unforgettable. I remember being like a little kid. I think my dad, I don't know, had this VHS or whatever of it.
I had a VHS
and,
for sure.
I'll never forget. And then I think later on I learned that like Mufasa was him. And I was like, what?
Oh, and Darth Vader?
Yeah, Darth Vader. And then the guy
in
from
the Sandlot?
The Sandlot guy. The Sandlot neighbor. Yeah, so that's one of those things from like childhood that it's hard to look at a character that looks like him and like not... They haven't done a character like that in a while that looks wise, where it's like he's clearly black, but they gave him this like straight hair and he's got that weird like 80s mullet.
Oh, the bangs?
Yeah.
Like the bang cut.
Yeah, but all the characters have that.
They have that. It's like a thing.
That was the thing back then.
Or just like Thulsa's like cult following. That's like their look.
Yeah.
If you're higher up, you had the bangs and the long hair.
Yeah. So
that riddle, it mirrors Conan's growth. So like relying on brute force to understanding the power of his own resolve. You have internal versus external power too. So like external power being Thulsa Doom, right? Because he relies on flesh. Internal power being Conan, right? Realizing his own inner strength, which breaks Thulsa's mental
Yeah, we
vortex.
see it when he's crucified, and
100%.
then he sees his buddy that like comes out, and he just
Super tight?
his instinct is to laugh.
Awesome. Like drunkenly laugh. Like
Yeah, like maniacally.
Yeah.
That even in the face of like what would be dehydration and whatever, and he's not even sure if it's real because you got to think maybe he's hallucinating it. He might think it's like a desert mirage.
I love
type
when he
situation.
kills the vulture.
Crucify.
Oh, when he bites the
Tree of life.
like a vampire. Dude, it's funny. I was watching the movie and I kept texting Aryan. I was like, dude, I forgot. Like I just started the movie. I fucking forgot. There's armored Rottweilers.
Oh yeah.
And then I think you sent me back this or something.
Yeah.
You said something, and then later on it was something else, and later on it was the vultures, like one of those. We're like, what the fuck? And then the snake arrow, dude.
Oh,
The snake
God.
arrow is so good.
I love the snake
The
arrow.
snake arrow is so good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and keep burning through the movie because I want to talk about like other outside of the movie stuff.
In the movie, one of my favorite scenes is when he first gets that sword. When he gets the one in the
where
tomb.
there's that guy on that skeleton on the throne.
Yeah, he stumbles upon that tomb because basically he's become like an unruly dog. He's like, they have him chained up, but in actuality, he could probably kill.
He could
all
fight
of
his
them.
way out of there.
He
Yeah,
could kill
easily.
He could kill all of
Yeah,
them
yeah.
if he was given a weapon. And I think that one guy drunkenly realizes it and is kind of maybe jealous, and maybe wants him a little bit free, but wants him gone. Fearful, maybe a little bit.
That's what I thought.
The guy
I
that-
interpreted it as fear.
I was gonna
the
ask.
guy that sets him loose, and he sets him loose, lets him go, and then the rest of the camp sets the fucking wolves out on him. The armored dogs and
does he
the
let
one
him-
like I think it's the same ones that are the kind of Rottweilers that like mauled his dad to death. That was a kind of fucked up scene too.
Does he let him go out of fear or out of respect?
I
Because
think
he's like the only kid
both.
that can
I think
do the wheel of pain.
Both.
partially, but more fear, I think. But yeah, he lets him go. Then he gets into that that high rock tomb that he falls into when he's climbing away from it almost looks like wolves because their coat. Well, that
He's
scene,
calm.
he
Yeah.
gets that sword and it is rusted and dusty, and I love how he just fucking clanks it and just everything comes off and it's just shiny and sharp.
Oh, yeah.
And that is
It's
like
implying that it's rust, but he just like shakes it off. Like,
that's,
Calm, dude.
that's fantasy.
By the cloud of
That's
prom.
fantasy logic all the way. That's just fucking fantasy.
well, yeah, that
lo-
sword is made with magic, bro.
huh?
That sword is made with
It's
magic.
made
was
with
made with
fucking.
magic,
It's
yeah.
forged with magic. Then they don't even have to see the scene. He just comes out. His hair is done so magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
Like right after he was like dusty and he did the Arnold noises as he fell down, and then he got up all dusty, got the sword. When he climbed out of the rock, he had the fucking feathered his hair so well. And the next scene, the dogs are there. And the next scene, they don't even show him fight the dogs. He's just clad in just wolf fur.
That's the way to do it.
bro. That oh god, watching, and that's in the first like 30 minutes. I was like, this movie is gonna be
first
a
30
great
minutes of the movie is
yeah,
legit,
it was
dude.
a great movie.
I had it on when I was taking notes today, and I wasn't really watching it. It was just on, and I forgot how little dialogue there is in this fucking movie, dude.
The script is not.
There's like no talking.
No.
And I was taking notes, and all I mean, the music is fucking
That's
awesome.
That's
so I was
very.
just like listening to it, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't really need to be watching it. Then I would look over and like there's, different things happening on the screen, but like,
So there's a reason why the Arnold one-liner is legit a thing in the 80s because his English was not there. So
Yeah, absolutely.
him just looking buff. So like Terminator 1, his lines are all a single sentence because he's a robot. He's just meant to look apart. Honestly, it wasn't until like the late 80s we did The Running Man. It wasn't until The Running Man where he actually got like extended dialogue.
There's a
And, like,
co-star in The Running Man that comes out in this movie.
there is.
The guy was a hammer.
Yeah.
oh fuck, was
forget.
that him?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's the bodyguard
He is.
of
Oh, and
He's like Thulsa's like secondhand. man.
yeah.
That's so cool. He's in a lot of Arnold movies, dude. Yeah. Fuck,
well,
what's his
and
name?
fucking Max von Sydow's in it. as the guy that sends him on the quest. He like throws him the jewels. He's like, "Get my daughter back. I'll give you everything you want." That's Max von Sydow.
Kingo Zyrek, right?
Yeah.
Kingo Zyrek?
Yeah. That's Max von Sydow, dude.
The fucking Mako is the Japanese dude. He's the wizard.
Wizard?
It is like such a well-known voice actor he does Samurai Jack. He does Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Really?
Yeah. He's like
badass
voice actor, and he's like I think it's Mako Iwakatsu or something like that. But he only goes like Mako. Like all his credits just say Mako in all of them. He died in like 2008. Fucking amazing dude. He is the like great narrator. I love that they chose.
No, he was a narrator in the first one. Yeah.
They could have chosen to put
that
James
up.
Earl Jones to narrate this, and then
they chose him. I wish.
Yeah, that is an odd choice, isn't it?
I wish
to
they would
not
have
have James Earl Jones do it.
I wish I would have had him do the same thing in The Destroyer, where he was narrating. I
Mako?
can't remember correctly if there was a narrator in The Destroyer. I don't think there was, but
I think there is a
narrated, but it's not Mako.
No, I think there is it not narrated like punctuating scenes or anything. I think it starts it off the same way and then ends it the same way. I if I remember correctly, I don't know. I don't remember Destroyer as well, even though
Barbarian,
I did watch
there's
it
like an
recently.
active.
No, there's an active like he's telling the
And
story.
then-
You do get the vibe that Conan is like what's another character that you almost feel is a legend, like Mad Max. Where it's
Beowulf.
Just, he's just a legend. Well, but does Beowulf have like mini
Multiple
stories?
Yeah.
I think he does.
I don't think he does.
Many
Okay.
stories, but I think
I'm saying that
It's like James Bond.
Yes, exactly like that. Like
Okay.
choosing a character like this to narrate the story as though it's a campfire tale, as though he's telling, oh, this is one of the stories of Conan. This is how Conan was a slave and became this, and then here's him as king, and here's him as this. So the concept of having this movie have a narrator really lent itself to that idea, and I really like that.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
I like the way the first movie was presented. Like,
it's
a 2 hour and like 15-minute movie, but it seems like it's an hour and a half. It goes by so fast. When you watch it. Like it's a very
like
entertaining and passable movie.
The visuals in it are really cool. The sets,
for
the costumes,
for early 80s movie.
The cult people look cool. Like their outfits, their design is really cool looking.
Okay.
The big ass snake.
So good, dude. So good.
Yeah, there was a lot of things from the movie that I enjoyed. Trying to think anything else from the movie.
The first movie was 1982. Written and directed by John Milius. Also written by Oliver Stone. A lot of people don't know that. Well, Oliver Stone,
when you told me that, I was like,
Oliver Stone helped write the first one.
Wow.
And we just did Scarface with Chris.
I was gonna say same dude that wrote Scarface helped write with John Milius this movie. $20 million budget, turned out about with inflation $79 million today, $68 million back in the day, right? So 3 times its budget. Pretty good turnout. We talked about this when we did The Running Man. This was like Arnold's like 18th or 19th highest grossing film, which is like above average for him because he's done like 60 movies, right? Or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's one of his. It's not like Terminator 2 or Total Recall where it was like, oh dude, this was like in the 150.
Well, he wasn't
millions.
anybody yet.
He wasn't. So it was the fact that it did 68 million in 1982 it means it was a box office success.
I think what Brandon said before, like about the fact that this is not that just that it did well, but that it like turned the nerd shit cool.
Yeah.
I think culturally they needed that. They needed to take Dungeons and Dragons out of the basement. They needed.
You mentioned that this dude is like big into Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh,
like the characters.
I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So let's finish up movie stuff and let's
and
talk
then
about
the
Conan.
broader Conan.
Let's talk about Conan.
He
bro.
is so much more than this movie, than the one movie. He is. Yeah.
I'm ready to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Same director also wrote and directed Red Dawn shortly after this movie. The Charlie Sheen,
Sounds
Patrick
about right.
Swayze. Yep.
Interesting.
And then this same director also wrote Apocalypse Now, and then he also did Clear and Present Danger. He wrote it.
That's crazy.
The Harrison Ford movie.
Wait, what about Apocalypse Now?
He wrote it.
Wow.
He didn't direct it, but he wrote it.
Right.
But he also wrote Clear and Present Danger. So he's written a lot of movies.
So Coppola directed it but didn't write it. That's it.
Well, it's based off of a book called Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad.
But the screenplay
was written by
Okay,
heard.
interesting.
I think the most interesting thing that I found out about John Milius, the director of this movie, he's a super like right-wing libertarian, so like very into NRA, very into like right-wing
just by
conspiracy.
saying he did Red Dawn, I'm like, yeah.
Right? the most interesting thing the most interesting I found out about this guy, he's the original co-founder of UFC. I'm not joking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you watch UFC 1, right? He's one of the commentators on UFC 1. Fucking wild.
Wow.
That's weird and very
It's
cool.
such a side,
Very cool.
like, now, if not UFC that we think of today, not Dana White's UFC that's like kind of like very high production.
Uh-huh.
Like
This is low production.
$60 pay.
Yeah.
This is like low production, no weight classes, different style of fighting versus different style of fighting.
Yeah, they would put like a sumo guy against like a small,
Against a guy with, like, one
a
boxing
Muay Thai
glove.
guy or something. Yeah.
Like he literally just thought of like the octagon idea and like doing like pit style fighting.
He
but,
was
like,
this is just
sanctioned.
Conan. This is just Conan again.
I mean, if you think about it, like
Basically.
fighting.
Yeah.
Like, but sanctioned.
He did it.
He did it.
Yeah.
So John Milius, the director
This guy
of...
fucking rules.
That's outside of his libertarian thinking, sure.
What do you mean outside of it?
I love it.
What do you mean outside of it? This guy fucking kicks ass.
And then, yeah.
I'm watching all these movies.
I like I said, the graphic novel I brought over, I try to draw a connection between
the
the movies and some of the comics. John Milius literally took Subutai. I see the Genghis Khan book up there.
Oh yeah. Did you hear about that?
Kind of sort of. So Subutai, the Mongol that's in Total Recall. That's in
Cue the goddamn Mongolians.
So Subutai, who's Conan's best friend in this movie, is not a character in Robert E. Howard whatsoever. He's literally just an adaptation of one of Genghis Khan's generals. So
I
completely.
love that they put Jerry Lopez, who was a famous surfer in California from the 70s, to play him. And he's like, they look up at him. They just pick him as a Mongolian because he's got the big Mexican mustache.
The mustache, yeah.
Hey, we're all interchangeable.
And you hear his accent come out every once in a while, too.
Mongol. There he is.
Well, actually, there's a different reason I brought that book out.
Right on. And then, again, trying to find a connection between those comics and the film adaptation.
It's funny because like I'm learning that you didn't have a lot of familiarity with the Robert E. Howard Conan stories.
No, I was trying to.
So I was like,
zoom
I
through
was about to be like, good luck. Like, look at how many of them there are.
There really is.
Like,
and
it would have been such a problem to try to find anything that this is. It's so loosely based off. Dude, this character straight up, aside from like the look, and even the look is not right.
No, because Arnold.
This isn't.
This guy's supposed to be dark hair.
This guy's like
this guy's
not.
supposed to be
This
dark
guy's
hair.
not Conan like at all.
No, this guy's supposed to be like super jet black, dark hair.
Except that he just like pop culture wise, he's Conan, but like in terms of like what Conan's supposed to look like, he's not supposed to be a bodybuilder.
No,
he's supposed to have like corded muscle, like a cat, like powerful still, big still, but like lithe and like agile.
Sure,
because he's like
yeah.
He's not supposed to like a thief. He's not supposed to be this big bodybuilder.
Like a barbarian.
I mean, look, trust me. On the movie, he looks cool as shit as Conan. I'm not. It's a good idea for the movie.
So,
but this character in the movie is not Conan.
No,
he's like
Conan.
not
as close as that Conan.
Yeah,
I mean more like.
I feel like if the color was different, it would look more like this. Honestly, this is Michael Moorcock's Elric of Melniboné. This is another concept of sword and sorcery, which is like what Robert Howard like started.
But I think Conan evolved though, because
I'm talking about the Robert E. Howard. What this guy's based off of doesn't look like that.
Yeah, but I think he evolved once he hit graphic novels and once he hit
they lead into the
comics.
he's got to look kind of like Arnie. Yeah.
Well, no. The comics and the graphic novels came before Arnie.
Yeah, these are like
Wait,
70s.
really?
These are like 70s.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are 60s and
This
these
is
are
like
all
70s.
before-
Whoa.
Yeah. So he started developing this.
So they
more-
just drew him like fucking jacked, and
Yes,
they were like, "We gotta
like-
find one that looks like this."
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
they
Holy
made.
shit! I don't know why I
This
thought.
is in 1982. They didn't make it into.
Yeah, yeah. No, they
really.
Okay, I didn't realize.
But
these
he
comics.
changed. I mean, you're thinking about 1932, and then over this time.
You know what? I even wrote it, so I don't know why. Okay, so check it out while we're talking about the comics. So Marvel picked him up, but there've been Dark Horse does it. There's a bunch. Of
Yeah, yeah.
These are the Marvel.
They
these are
got
Marvel
picked up in
adaptations.
Marvel alongside Hercules. They were like pairing like stories together with Hercules and
So Marvel picked him up, and his first appearance was in 1970. I saw the first issue of the Marvel Conan, and it's
probably
selling.
here, dude.
It's selling for $8,200.
Holy
Damn.
The first issue of the Conan Marvel comic, $8,200. That's fucking crazy. I don't know what year this happened in, but eventually they started a new Avengers squad because apparently they do that. I don't read Marvel
there's
comics.
so many.
I don't read Marvel
variations
comics that
of
much,
the
but there's
Avengers.
like different team ups that they do. Right?
Oh yeah.
So they had it's called the Savage Avengers. And
Interesting.
fucking
He's
Conan's in there.
Conan's a
So
Savage
he's in
Avenger.
there with there's a few of them, but Venom's one of them. Mm-hmm. Wolverine's one of them, and the Punisher's one of them.
Interesting.
So like
you would be dead. You just
And, like, imagine-
there's no one left alive. For
No,
those
they would
Avengers.
kill everybody, dude.
Those are
That is
the
wild.
no.
they're the no nonsense motherfuckers, dude. You're gonna put
That is
Conan
insane.
and Punisher,
The
Wolverine,
Punisher,
and Venom. Dude, I saw a picture of it. I was like, that dude, these guys would terrorize. They're better than the regular Avengers. They're the fucking best, dude. And it's funny because he's like, because it's like the Punisher with like guns. He's like guns and grenades kind of like fighter.
Sure.
But you see like Conan just posing with a big ass sword. You're like, what the fuck? You're gonna have Conan in there?
You're like, what is
What
Conan?
time- what
fucking
timeline
like
is
rip
this in?
some dude.
Like-
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's comic. You can do
It's
whatever you
comic.
want.
You can do whatever you want,
Yeah,
right?
you can do whatever you want. Fucking, they froze him. They fucking put him in a portal or something. So yeah, this shit's cool, man. I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if y'all
also-
are familiar, those of you that are into, go ahead.
I was saying Thulsa is just a blend of two of Howard's villains, also just Call of Atlantis and Thothamon.
Yeah.
So that's when I did that research. That's when I stopped going deep in here. It's like, okay,
It's very. Like,
there's going to be no direct connection between these novels and these graphic novels to the movie.
Will you hand me that? So this is Blood of the Serpent, which is pastiche. A lot of this stuff is pastiche. So this is a prequel. S.M. Sterling wrote a prequel to a Conan short story called Red Nails.
Nice.
So basically it picks up with Conan and Valeria. The one that we're familiar with is based off of this Valeria character that's in here. So the start of Red Nails is Conan being like, well, yeah, you left the mercenary camp because they tried to rape you and you fought them off. And I came and followed you, whatever. And then they go on an adventure. This is what happens before that.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, real weird. But it was like, oh, they clearly picked Valeria because it's one that people will know. Because more people are familiar with the Arnold Conan than they are with the Robert E. Howard stories, I
Yes.
think. So Valeria is in this. And then she's in it starts with the S.M. Sterling part, and then it ends with Robert E. Howard's Red Nails.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah, and it's like, there's a couple of like illustrations in here. So yeah, they've been doing this shit for a minute. Now, okay, let's get to the weird stuff. Now, there's one thing that I wanted to mention as far as the snake cult. Now, we're all aware of certain things like Scientology. We know that L. Ron Hubbard was like a science fiction author, so we're like, okay, it's an easy jump to be like, he's just making this shit up because he's already a fiction writer. But there's a couple of things that are based off of the Conan snake cult from Robert E. Howard stuff.
Okay.
So like the Atlanteans, and then it turns into aliens and interdimensional beings. In real life, people started stuff, and the one that we know of the politicians and elites are reptilians can kind of be attributed to Conan. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of. loosely. It's just a kind of fun idea, guys. This is not history class. There's
I
not a
dig it.
lot. There's not a lot to tie it together. Let's just have some fun with it.
Let's do it.
There was a guy called Maurice Doreal, who wrote the Emerald Tablets of Atlantis, or some variation of those words together. And it's kind of, and again, Atlantis is a thing in the Conan universe.
Yep.
The Hyborian Age, right? So that's who he's kind of always fighting, these shape-shifting snake men. And this guy, Doreal, tried to make a lot of the historic stuff with Egypt and Atlantis and all this stuff has something to do with reptilian beings. And then we got David Icke comes on the scene, and this is why we know the modern day version of all the elites are fucking reptiles is from David Icke. And all these guys read Conan. The Global Conspiracy and How to End It.
My God.
And it's like got Hillary Clinton on here, Bush, I think Obama's on here somewhere.
Don't listen to him.
So yeah, some of these weirdo conspiracy nuts may have been heavily influenced
by Conan.
by Conan.
Interesting.
Why does it look like they hang out with each other?
No, these are
they
the
all
same
do.
guy.
Oh no, he ate him.
It's the same guy,
He
dude.
got so much bigger.
It's the same guy. This is David Icke, man. This guy's famous online.
Online, nowhere
No one
else.
knows him. No one knows him. That's crazy. So that's the fun stuff.
Oh my God.
Let's see. The Mongolian thing that I was going to say earlier. So
Subutai.
That thing that they
Subutai.
say, the most famous line from the movie is, "Do it." What is best in
good,
life?
What is good in life? Or what is best in life? Yeah, to crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
Yes.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
So apparently that's based off of a Genghis Khan quote.
Not surprised.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, because he was
what he
historically,
did, dude. That's what he did.
historically the most epic conqueror of the world.
Absolutely.
Genghis Khan was a fucking beast.
It's like what's the wild stat? Like a quarter of Asian descent is tied back to Genghis
Everybody,
Khan?
I think almost every Asian person is
Can,
somehow
like, tie their
related
back to Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan. So yeah, it was the
I mean, it makes
John
sense.
Milius said that he was inspired by a book, Genghis Khan, the Conqueror of All Men. It was written by a guy named Harold Lamb.
Okay.
So cool, like a historical figure that notably fucked a bunch of chicks
Yeah.
and conquered a bunch of land and killed motherfuckers his
Literally
whole life.
crush their enemies, see them driven before him, and hear
That's
the
what he was
lamentations of their
about.
women.
There is
All it was
a
about.
lot of Mongolian influence in the movie.
Yeah.
And then in the book and the comics too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're literally
I
running
think
around the
it
plains
just-
the whole time.
it really romanticized the fact that he's just like, yeah, conquered and had so many women, had so many children. So many people know that.
Wait, are you talking about the Mongolians or you're talking about Conan?
Genghis Khan.
Mhm.
Yeah, having so many like children.
Yeah,
I
that he raped a shit ton of women.
Yeah, he didn't give a
but
fuck.
also,
Yeah.
but also, it's like, well, actually, a lot of those were
Wives.
Like wives. He had like hundreds,
Thousands?
no,
Yeah, it was
hundreds.
It was a
of
lot.
wives.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like in the sense of what
man.
Conan would not be the king that you would see in England. Conan is the king.
No, he's the Mongol
He
king.
is the
He's
that
yeah.
type of king.
Yeah, he's
The primitive-
the
He
Mongol,
is-
yeah.
He
Yeah.
is the barbarian
A
king.
barbarian,
He
yeah.
is that kind of king. Has many warlords under him. Has many,
No, just drinking and fucking and fighting.
drinking,
Yeah.
fucking, fighting, trying to keep the peace under his own, like
Yeah.
probably warring people.
Yeah,
He's
not trying to dress like royalty, not trying to like look prestigious.
When he does,
No.
he
just wears a
when he
loincloth
does,
everywhere.
he's-
A loincloth with like an animal
Yeah,
fur.
when he
Yeah.
does
Animal fur
in
when
this
it's
one
cold.
where he's
Yeah.
a king, he literally has like a lion's mane. They
Yeah.
call him Conan the Lion. He has a crown, and then he has a fucking loincloth, and he's just like ready to battle at any time.
Oh, dude, yeah.
yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
fucking rules.
that's Conan as the king, and then
It's so funny that we all universally think that shit rules.
Yeah, dude.
The next the next couple panels
you
is
imagine if
him
we dressed to the grocery
fighting
store
his
like that?
general to make sure his general knows that
putting
he's
his
the
general in line?
motherfucker. Yeah,
Like,
He's like, you
Like,
still take
literally.
orders from me.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine if you went to the bank looking like that? It's like, I'm just trying to look badass, man.
I'm just trying to look.
We can bring this back. We just gotta get some abs. Look, this is him fucking dual wielding a battle axe and a fucking longsword.
I mean, as a kid, okay.
Fighting frost giants, giant snakes.
If you're a kid with like no confidence, you look at shit like
fucking
that
rules,
and it
dude.
gives you confidence, dude. Right? As an adult that doesn't have those features, you look at that shit and you're like, I wish I had those features. This is badass, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
honestly,
no
what
dude.
boy and what man doesn't want to be Conan?
If you don't, then don't talk to me.
I would be concerned if I met.
Yeah, I was saying, if
I
you
met a
don't,
dude
then don't talk to me.
And I was like, dude, this shit rules, and he's like, that shit sucks. I'm like, I'd be like,
Excuse
what
me?
the fuck's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Are you good, bro?
Are you?
What about this
What happened to
doesn't
you?
appeal to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
The
it's
fact
like
that you can
it's
kick
like
anybody's ass, the fact that you can fuck whatever you want to, the
Honestly,
fact that
if you take
everyone respects you,
Yeah.
like what about
and he just has a
the fact
great
that-
time constantly.
Yeah, you can get drunk whenever you want to.
Yeah.
You can eat whatever you want. Like,
yeah,
what a life.
honestly, yeah. And then one
And
of
he
the best
runs everywhere he goes. Have you noticed this? He doesn't.
He doesn't even.
He
get on
doesn't
a
take.
horse.
He doesn't take a horse. He literally runs everywhere
Yeah.
with super time.
That was a choice.
And they have a good time doing
I remember
it.
watching it.
They have a great time
being
doing
like,
it.
so they meet up. He's like, oh, the wolves are gonna eat me. Let me out. Give me some food. Whatever. He takes pity on him and lets him go. He ends up becoming his partner. Cool. And then the
Is there
next scene
something
is just
we don't
it just
know
like it just
about
cuts.
Conan and Subutai?
No, Conan would never do that shit.
Are you sure?
And you see them just like running in the fields, and you're like,
That's what I'm saying, dude.
they're just running around the fields, dude.
There's no other women running around the fields. With
But
them.
you know, I don't know. I could see because he
I'm
was
just joking.
He
There's
was
no way. There's no way.
Yeah, Conan wouldn't do that shit. So he
Not my Conan.
no, that's not my Conan.
Not my Conan.
You know,
It's okay though if he was.
having this again, it's like it's an archetype. That's what appeals to us, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just put a name. He
Yeah.
just put a name to it.
He's the
So-
ideal male badass that we can never have been. So we just
Because you know he's like the thing about exactly. It's like he's not like he doesn't use like it's not a gun. He's not a gunfighter. He's like
no.
he's got to look his enemy in the eye, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is a character who's scarred because he's taken a fucking sword to the chest.
So going
know?
into like how much Conan has influenced other things, like I said, he influenced at least the movie aspect of Lord of the Rings to become popular because Tolkien had already written like I think it was 1920s when I think it was a little bit before.
That's a good point. I'll put a note here.
I think Tolkien did it a little bit before Conan had been
Yeah, because
written.
Conan again was 1932.
32. I think it was slightly before, but as far as being in the mainstream, after this movie came out in 1982, it set the standard for fantasy and fighting dragons and stuff like that to no longer be this kind of nerdy, not cool, not badass thing. Conan set this.
I mean, it still is.
I thought Tolkien
It
wrote
still
more
is nerdy, but like
it still
but
is,
it's
but
like
the popularity of Game of Thrones, of Lord of the Rings, is at its peak.
I mean, Khal Drogo was kind of supposed to be a little bit like Conan.
I thought
A
Tolkien
little
wrote
bit.
more towards World War II, maybe towards World War One. I forget the title.
Absolutely. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which, by the way, I don't know if we should talk about the Conan with Jason Momoa.
No, that doesn't exist.
I have not.
That's
seen
not my Conan.
That's definitely not my Conan, man.
I saw it once.
You know what? I will say this: the
I walked
beginning,
out
the
on it.
beginning,
I
no, the
walked
beginning
out
of it
on
is
it.
kind of decent.
Is that where he gets
after-
cut out of the stomach and
Ron Perlman like takes him out with
Ron
the knife.
Ron Perlman being his dad, yes. And
Yeah,
he just cuts the.
But after when it's like okay, he's not a kid anymore, then the movie
once
is
it's
terrible.
Momoa, the movie's terrible.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember watching the movies and walking out on it, man. I was like, what? It was like
I fell
2006 or some shit
It
when it
was
came
so-
out. 2005. It just wasn't for me, man.
It was a bad one.
It's
fine.
fine.
good.
No, they're not all gonna get it right.
But the
now,
creators of D&D,
They would just need to get the right people on it.
directly said that Conan and what was that other one? The red
Elric
Red
of
Sonja.
Melniboné?
Huh?
This guy?
No. The other story of
Red Sonja.
Yes, that Conan and like Lovecraft, like those.
Oh, Lovecraft is huge in D&D.
Those were some of the biggest influences to D&D. Like the class of Barbarian is basically just a whole mimic of Conan. To be the best Barbarian is to
act like
quintessential Conan is to not
axe in one hand and a sword in the other.
Is to
Banging women
like
left
you
and right.
have like armor, but fuck that. You just go into like these rages, these barbarian rages where you just like murder and blunt force. You have to get up close and personal with wizards. He's not demons and monsters. It's not the hide. It's not. It's so funny.
He's not a stealth guy.
It's so funny watching this movie because Arnold is exactly how the barbarian in any of these situations would be. He's super huge. He's trying to steal this jewel. He's dripping sweat, and the sweat drips on the snake. That is fucking barbarian shit.
Yeah.
Because a barbarian is not supposed to be stealthy. He's there.
Literally brute force.
Huge muscles, and he's in the priest robes, and he's like, "Yes, I'm looking for." He gives him this thing. He's like, "Do I go up there?" And then they hit him over the head. They're like, "Bro, you thought we were gonna be tricked by your giant muscles?" He's fucking bulging out of the priest robes, and then he's like,
he still looks fit in those big bulky robes.
D&D is tremendously influenced by Conan. The creator said that it was like a base for like a fantasy building world. Not only the character, but just the whole world.
The concept of the fact that these were barely interconnected short stories, but he built a living world on this concept.
That nothing had to be singular. That like things could just be added into like such a fantastic world that it's ever sprawling. So Conan could start off as he just starts fighting like a wizard and some barbarians. In the next chapter, he's fighting a sea monster. In the next one, he's fighting a demon. Like, there's literally ones where he's fighting cyclopses and frost giants, and he is the basis for like the fantasy D&D of where there are no limitations. He could fight anything. He could fight.
He could fight an eldritch god. He could go
to fucking Valhalla and fight a god if he wanted.
Even though he's like a human barbarian, there's like this level of immortality, not immortality, but this level of like invincibility that this dude has.
Yeah.
You don't ever expect Conan to lose a fight.
No.
Well, and if he does, it doesn't matter. He's going to
come out on top anyway. In one way, shape, or form.
Resurrected or something.
Like getting crucified and his friend bailing him out.
Yeah. There's going to be some way out.
Yeah.
So as far as influences, there's a subversion of the barbarian idea in a book series that I really, really liked. I told Kenny about it. I don't know if he ever read it. It's called The First Law. The First Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. Now, the main character, or one of the, not my favorite, maybe my second favorite character in the series, is a character called Logan Ninefingers.
Interesting.
And he's like a barbarian. He's Conan.
Okay.
He's Conan. He's got like one finger missing, and they call him the Bloody Nine. And he's like the most badass fighter. But he's a more middle-aged, aging, and he's like looking back on his life and going like, the rages he goes into are treated like a mental illness. Like it's something that happens to him, and then like he's like, what the fuck, doesn't remember it, blacks out. So it's kind of taking that concept of the barbarian. What you would use in a tabletop game as a strength, as something that happens to him, and then he's like got to deal with the fallout of it.
Yeah,
and
that's interesting. Yeah, and it's called
rage, blind rage or something.
To rage as a barbarian, and you basically have to keep killing stuff. That's what the rage is that to continue that you have to keep causing damage.
It doesn't stop.
Killing or like murdering people.
So
you read The Way of Kings, right?
Yeah.
One of
Dalinar?
Dalinar goes through the same shit.
Yeah.
I was drawing a blank on the character.
Yeah, I remember it.
But yeah, the father king that like can't remember how he kills his wife. Goes in like
can't even remember her name.
Can't remember it at all.
Yeah, he's more of a politician. But yeah, the concept of
that barbarian mentality, the kingdom monarch.
Yeah, Logan. If you read First Law, the first book is called The Blade Itself. It's fucking sick, dude. Like it's highly noted, like as like a again a subversion of the ideas of fantasy stuff. And Logan Nine Fingers, the Bloody Nine.
That's such a cool name.
Is Logan Nine Fingers.
Logan Nine Fingers. And
I might name a band called.
And
Logan
he's
Nine
like,
Fingers.
it's fucking dude. It's sick.
That's a good band name.
Or the Bloody Nine.
The Bloody Nine. Logan Nine Fingers and the Bloody Nine.
And the Bloody Nine.
Yeah,
just his own name.
He's got nine band members. Anyway, I thought that was cool. So anybody, because people that watch the show know that we're into books and shit too. If y'all haven't checked out First Law by Joe Abercrombie, check that shit out, because Logan Nine Fingers is the shit in that.
I'm gonna check that
Don't
out.
get me started on Glocta though. Glocta's badass, and that's my favorite in that book. But anyways, I think that's kind of where we're at on it. Unless you guys have anything kind of want to throw back in there, I think we're timing out.
I think
interesting notes about The Destroyer. The director of that was not the same director as The Barbarian. John Milius did not direct it. It was Richard Fleischer. At that time, Richard Fleischer was kind of on the tail end of his movie career. He was old at that point. Richard Fleischer was like from the 50s and 60s. He directed 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. He did Fantastic Voyage. Let's see.
So it was all like set, like where they did big sets. Was kind of the thing.
Prince on the Pauper. He did that, like the 70s rendition of that. So like old school dude on the tail end of his career did Red Sonja, did Conan the Destroyer. I think he passed in like the late 80s or early 90s. So
he did Red Sonja also?
He also did Red Sonja. So same director as Conan the Destroyer also did Red Sonja. The Destroyer, we talked about it, had a star cast. Wilt Chamberlain's in it. Grace Jones was in it. The comic relief in it, I forget it, Malik, I think his name. The white dude.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know.
She makes him a jester at the end.
Yeah, kind of a hit or miss character. Olivia Diabo's character.
Hit him until he stops moving.
Right. So, to me, The Destroyer, if you watch it back to back with The Barbarian, obviously The Barbarian's darker, grimmer, rated R. You got some beheading scenes. Thulsa Doom is like
Thulsa Doom is a
badass villain, dude.
Contemplate this on the tree of woe.
I love James Earl Jones.
And then you go into The Destroyer. It's like PG. It's a little zany. It's more fun. The fight scenes are a little more upbeat, not as grim. It's just a different movie in general. It's just presented so differently.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I think what I liked watching it was the visuals a little bit better.
Production was way better because it was.
I think that's what I was, because I'm not looking at these movies like trying to find anything deep. So when I was watching, I was kind of like, okay, well, the fight scenes were definitely cooler. I mean, there's one part where he like sticks the sword in the one guy and like flips him over him. And I was like, they clearly are doing that better than they did in Barbarian. And again, the set design was pretty cool.
Like the House of Mirrors type of shit's really cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
When they've like achieved the stone or the horn to get the stone.
The horn,
the horn,
right?
Yeah.
They're gonna sacrifice the girl, and then she becomes. Yeah, it's very like it's kind of classic fantasy story, which is again. I
totally forget it's Olivia
It's not
Diabo,
edgy,
man. Like the chick from the Wonder Years, the older sister in the Wonder Years, like the hippie chick.
Yeah.
In the Wonder Years. Kevin Arnold's older sister.
One of my favorite scenes is when he goes to the to where all the fucking priests are, the cultists, I mean, like where all the cultists are at the big temple of what's his name? James Earl Jones' character. Thulsa Doom or something.
Thulsa Doom.
Yeah. And what did they do? They just hired a whole bunch of hippies and they're like, hey, do whatever the fuck you guys usually do that is weird, and we're gonna film it. They're playing like patty
like an
cake
acid
or
trip.
something.
Yeah.
They're doing like some sort of like telephone game, and then it ends with some big chick with fat tits just out. Oh my god damn it! I was trying to watch this and I was dying laughing. And there's another scene where some guy, oh my god, the fuck was the other guy doing? Oh, everything that they were doing
literally just
was just ridiculous.
Story over
was
and
just
over again.
ridiculous.
Wizard, sorcerer, hot chick, victory.
How does Conan win? Is kind of the question.
Yeah,
Some
was he
sort of
fight
ally-
Iron Man?
Some sort of ally that he meets.
Eventually,
Some sort of ally that he meets.
Doctor Doom? Oh yeah, he does eventually.
eventually he's in the Avengers, dude.
Dude, is he gonna
He
be
would have told Iron Man to go fuck. Can you imagine?
Is he gonna be in Doomsday?
Iron Man is the antithesis of Conan. Iron Man is all tech,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
all tech and no heart, and Conan's all physicality and heart.
Yet, if you think about it, like him, Batman, and Conan have a lot in common too.
Yeah, yeah. You could say they borrowed some stuff from Conan. Maybe I don't know. Conan's so unique.
Bro, this guy's such a bad. He's fighting fucking ice giants. He's getting crucified.
Oh, here, check this one out.
Big titted ladies.
That's literally all it is, dude. It's
Fighting
literally
demons.
just
They don't cut it.
fighting wizards, sorcerers, and then ending up with
Cutting
women.
off the head of a snake.
Yeah, dude, the art style in this one is fucking badass.
Could you imagine if we ended every work shift like how Conan ended every work shift? Be like, oh man, the day is conquered. You ready to go fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, that's Conan right there, dude.
Black hair. Yeah.
All right, I think we did it, guys.
I think we did it, man.
Y'all read some fucking Robert E. Howard.
Read and watch Conan the Barbarian.
All right,
Very-
guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Bye.
Good night.
We're bringing you something again pretty soon here, hopefully.
Hopefully
we gotta,
very
we gotta
soon.
figure out what we're gonna be doing here.
I want to do True Lies.
Should we do another Arnie movie?
Hey, True Lies.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks again, guys. Like and subscribe.
Good night.
Bye.